Radiator Springs orgy. Oh my god.
Alright, it's a go, Captain.
Alright. Chapter 1. Car horny.
Oh my god.
It was a very hot day in that country, and Lightning McQueen and Mater were trying to pass the time. Wow! Said the sweet southern Owen Wilson-y goodness of Lightning McQueen's voice. It's so hot out here. Well, it must be because you hear lightning, Mater said lovingly. Lightning blushed. Oh, Mater, you're pretty sexy yourself, Lightning said seductively. Hey, you want to take me to Route 69, Mater said.
Getting right
that sounds
into it.
Great, Mater. Lightning screamed as they drove off to a Love Hotel not far from Radiator Springs. They checked in, were ready to have the hour of their lives. Hey, Lightning, do me a favor and drive backwards like I taught you, said Mater as they entered the hotel room. Sure. Lightning slowly backed up, almost into Mater. Then Mater shot oil into Lightning McQueen's tailpipe. Wow, said Owen Wilson. Lightning McQueen. Well, dadgum, said Mater, while oil ejaculated. Lightning almost climaxed when Sally burst in. What are you guys doing? We've been looking everywhere for you, Sally shouted, and right behind us were the rest of the Radiator Springs friends. We're having a darn tootin' time, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't interrupt us, Mater said. Then Lightning McQueen had an idea. What if we turn this up a notch? Mater, let's have an orgy, he shouted. What a wonderful idea, said the soothing Italian voice of Luigi, who started eyeing Guido seductively. I don't know how I feel about this, said Doc, but Lightning looked at him reassuringly and said, You don't want to give me cummies, Daddy? Lightning whispered. Doc realized what he would be for passing on this occasion, and thus began the Radiator Springs orgy. Chapter 2, Pregnancy. So the orgy began with Doc rear-ending Lightning, and not in the vehicle damaging. Whoa! Oh, Daddy, Lightning McQueen moaned. Dad, come, let me join you back in. Better get her done, Mater said. Yo, Ramon not gonna miss this one out. Come on, guys. I can't take so much in my tailpipe, Lightning moaned.
Jesus Christ.
While Guido and Luigi were finally confessing their hidden love in the most sexual way possible. Whoa, Luigi, I don't know if you were into bondage, Sally said. Mind if you give me some pointers? Of course. And Luigi began to give Sally some BDSM tips. Wait a minute. Did anyone bring that thing? Wait a minute. Did anyone bring condoms? Lightning realized there was an awkward silence literally right after Lightning's stomach began bloating. So basically, his underside grew to where his tires weren't even touching the ground. Wow, I'm pregnant! Well, I wonder who the father is, Sally asked. You had like 10 oil pipes in you at once. Let me listen to hear if it kicks, Mater said. And leaned his ear against Lightning McQueen's stomach. Within there, he could hear what sounded like a human man, kicking and screaming. I hear him! Well, should he join?
Oh no!
We shouldn't have let this intrude on our sexy times, Sarge said. Good point. Who else wants me to be their daddy? Doc said. Nearly all the cars in the room shouted yes, except for Luigi and Guido, who are currently practicing bondage. Chapter 3, Route 69! The orgy raged on, and even now pregnant Lightning McQueen joined in. Ka-chow! Lightning McQueen as he climaxed. Meanwhile, Ramon and Sarge were having a hot oral sex. As Sarge put his tongue into Ramon's trunk. Good news, everybody. I brought the weed, said Fillmore. Then all the cars started blazing it. Y'all are under arrest for 420 miles per hour. Yeah, Sheriff, get it? It's 420. The weed number, guys. Get it? Guys, this oral and anal is fun and all, but how we try some true 69 Sally recommended. But how are we gonna do that? We're cars, not humans, like Adam Sandler here, said Sar, gesturing to Adam Sandler. Oh yeah, Adam Sandler is there. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Sandler! Hold for applause. What the heck is this? I have an idea, Sally said. She led all of her friends outside of the Route 69 Love Hotel to a nearby cliff. Still on Route 69, let's do this. Sally drove off the cliff and landed on her back. Now one of her drive off and land the cliff to land on me. Get her done, Mater shouted as he drove off the cliff onto Sally and they started 69ing each other. Well, that looks fun, said Luigi. Everyone trying. So Luigi and Guido did it, and Ramon, Fillmore, and Doc, Sarge, and Sheriff, and Red. They all continued doing it until they heard Lightning screaming, "The baby's coming!" The cars rushed into Lightning, who is in labor. Said Lightning, going through labor. Is anyone here a doctor? Asked Sally desperately. I am, said Adam Sandler. I know exactly what to do here. He ripped apart Lightning McQueen's car flesh, still along his stomach, and ripped the baby out with his own hands. The baby was not a car, but Larry the Cable Guy, himself. Wow, said Lightning McQueen. The sperm of Mater and Adam Sandler must have combined. Because we have a human who talks like Mater, says Sally, and he's sexy too, said Adam Sandler. He's a child, Lightning shouted. I am too. I was born 36 minutes ago. I'm Dusty Crop Hopper's kid, Sandler replied. Whoa, Dusty finally settled down. Good for him, Lightning said. Anyway, where did Adam Sandler go and where did the Cable Guy go? Everyone looked away to realize that they had vanished. We have to find them. Quick, everyone, go to the car, said Doc. So all of the cars drove into a bigger car that they can drive around. Like a normal car to humans, but with cars and seats instead of humans. And it's bigger since it's the car inside the car, but the outside of the car is the same as a normal car. But these cars aren't alive, trust me. Well, some of them are, but not this one. And some of those alive cars have cars, but like only a few of those cars are alive. They have cars, but only like 12, and none of them are alive. Oh yeah, there's a story. The cars drove around the car, looking for any signs of the face of the two. But they seem to have vanished from the face of the earth. Moments later, Finn, that's something, and arrived and hopped in the car. Guys, I heard about an orgy in an old British chap like me who hasn't good honking years to join, said Mick Missile. He called that off since Lightning's son and Adam Sandler had gone missing, Sally said. Oh, we must find them and get back to an orgy because I'm not gay, but man, Sally, your body's sick. Wink face, winking face, winking face, winking face, winking face, Holly said. Winking face, winking face, winking face, winking face, winking face, Sally replied. Holly and Sally decided to F the search and jumped out of the car, heading back to Route 69. Guess we'll have to search our town then, Lightning said, but he then turned around to realize literally everyone else has jumped out of the car too to head back to Route 69. Guess I gotta search for my son and my friend alone, sad face, said Lightning, still driving the car. Chapter 5, New Challenger. Lightning was searching all night for the other while the cars were 69ing and drunk each other. If only I had some sort of thing to help me find my son and his friend, said Lightning, still driving the car, and that's why I meet Carnet. Hello, I'm Carnet, said Carnet, in a beautiful British accent. You seem familiar. I've never seen you before in my life. You seem like a blatant ripoff of Garnet from Steven Universe, right down to the voice. Said Lightning, literally screw you and everything you stand for, you come. Ooh, nope, said Carnet. Wow, that's rude. Let me guess, you're here to Route 69? Of course, said Carnet. She did a backflip on the way to Route 69 and landed on the top of Flo, who joined in. Flo, like the commercial person? Who joined in on the radio street orgy? What a show off. Okay. Meanwhile, on Route 69, all the cars are 69ing without a care in the world. Even the cast of Planes joined in. What? What? You don't know any characters from Planes? Ha! Me neither. Nobody saw those movies. I can only name like the main character. He's Dusty Crophopper, and yes, he's 69 too. Even though he's a plane. Screw you. That's some hot, yeah, said Sally as Holly dominated her. Ooh. Wait, I have an idea, said Doc. Why don't we have a true orgy? There's one big pile, Doc said, and everybody cheered. In order to achieve this, all of them drove back to the top of the cliff of Route 69. All of them drove off the one cluster truck. You'd think it was a massive auto disaster or even a junkyard if nobody told you it was kinky. Me too, I almost feel bad for ditching him, Sally said. The two drove off looking for lightning. When they saw, they came across an odd-looking levitating vehicle in the sky. Whoa, a UFO? Said Mater. What? That can't be possible, said Sally. As they drove closer, they saw standing in front of that URL were Lightning McQueen, Carnet, and 3 unfamiliar cars. Who are these guys? Said Sally as they drove up. I'm Carnet, in Jaspod, and Lapis Chevrolet. We're here to take over the planet, said Cardiot. That's so stupid. Okay, even I can admit this is a blatant Steven Universe ripoff. So, like, what? Before Carnet could finish, she was knocked out by Jasper. Oh my god, you killed Carnet, Lightning screamed, but Jasper knocked him out before he could say anything.
So much shit is going on. Holy fuck.
Chapter 6, Jailbreak. Mater woke up inside an unknown cell of an unknown ship. Lightning, Sally, Mater shouted, calling for his friends. He remembered Carnet. Mater approached the door of the cell and easily unlatching it with his toe. He got out and saw a small, unfamiliar man in the cell. Hello, who are you? Great, this is just perfect for the man. Don't look at me, just go away. Wait a minute, is that Adam Sandler? I can get you out, Mater said, recognizing his friend and unlatching his cell too. I have him, said Adam Sandler. He's all alone. I need to find him. I can help you find him, said Mater. We'll do it together. Sandler rushed away, and Mater could barely even keep up. He soon got separated, but came closer to the cell. You escaped, of course, said a man. Mater unleashed his cell too. Thank you, Mater. Then Adam Sandler walked away, seeing you both of them. Adam? Larry? Adam Sandler and Larry the Cable Guy ran up to each other and hugged. They hurt you yet? Said Adam Sandler. No. I'm okay. Did they hurt you? Said Larry. Who cares? I do. The two started tearing up. Adam Sandler picked up Larry and started spinning him around. They were laughing and spinning until they overlapped with each other and fused into Carnet.
Oh my god.
Mater, thank you, said Carnet. Carnet, your fusion, said Mater in shock. We didn't want you to see us meeting here like this. Well, did I make a good impression? Oh, Mater, we already love you. Then walked in the malicious Jasper. Oh great, you're both out and fused again? Fusing is just a cheap, tragic way to make weak humans into strong cars. Quick, Mater, go save the others, Carnet shouted before preparing to fight Jasper. Mater drove off and hurried to a prison block, where he found Lightning McQueen. He unlatched their cells and went into the pilot's room, where 3 ganged up and took down Carnet. Sally took the controls of the UFO back down to Earth. Meanwhile, Carnet and Jasper were having a really intense fight. I don't want to feel like describing it, sorry. The UFO crashed back into Earth. Ironically, Sally, who was in the car, is a very bad driver. And once they got there, Carnet stabbed Jasper to death. After the dust settled, Mater, Lightning, and Sally talked to Carnet. Oh my gosh, you're fusion all the time? Mater asked. We're going to introduce you on our birthday, said Carnet smiled. We can do it all. They laughed and remembering something important. So, want to meet at the fusion route 69? Carnet asked everyone. Everyone agreed. Chapter 7. The Circle of Suck. Which 2 C's. Carnet, Lightning, Mater, and Sally were returning to the orgy at Route 69. When they saw Jasper, other Lapis Chevrolet again. Chevrolet? Don't think you've won. You only beat me because of your fusion. If I had someone to fuse with, Jasper said, then realized Lapis Chevrolet. Jasper grabbed her. Lapis was fusing. What? Said Lapis. Don't do it, said Mater, but Lapis caved. What? And her and Jasper fused into a massive car with 6 tires. It was big and scary. Another Steven Universe ripoff. Wow, hot, said Doc in the distance, driving up. Oh, thank you. You want to join the orgy, said Flo, winking. I don't even know. Malachevron plushed orgy? They told me there was an orgy. Of course I will. Malachevron drove straight off Route 69. It was such a large car, everyone was able to pile on 69 at once. Ah, said Malachevron, who ejaculated so hard that she launched Karna into space. I can't believe Karna is dead, said Mater. Thank God, said Lightning. Now I have to deal with the awkwardness of my own child fusing between an orgy. Meanwhile, Karna was not dead, but in space, secretly plotting revenge on Lightning. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt him. Now back to the orgy. Lightning had the brilliant idea to trying oral sex in order to do so. He drove on top of Route 69, but instead of driving up it, he hung over just so his undersides could be seen. Then everyone else drove off the cliff in order, stacking them, and Mater drove off one last time. So Mater could suck Lightning between sexy pipe testicles. Lightning even busted, but Mater was still sucking. They continued to do so. When the rest of the cars got bored, so they decided to start rotating. Once everyone sucked Lightning, they all started rotating and sucking Mater. It's CCIN, then Doc, then the rest. Some call it the Circle of Suck. I'm pretty sure that's what Disney's song came about. Wow, that was some fun suck, said Lightning. Said Lightning McQueen. The rest of Radiator Springs agreed. But then the orgy was interrupted once again by sirens. It's a nuclear bomb warning sign. We have to scatter, Sheriff shouted. Why would there be a nuclear bomb planted here? We've covered spies in Cars 2. We really have to escalate to nuclear war, said Lightning. Who would ever be causing this, said Finn McMisson. Finn landed on the ground holding a nuclear detonator while wearing a jetpack. Karnet. Revenge time, said Karnet. Chapter 8, Mater Gear Solid. Days have passed, and Radiator Springs was still under nuclear warning. The citizens of town were in hiding. Were they hiding? Yeah, they were. Oh man, lick my butt, said Lightning. Shush, the Metal Gear might hear us, said Doc. Outside of their secret shelter, Metal Gears, alive versions 2 were patrolling. Geez, how do we stop this? I want my orgy back, said Flo. We need help. But I think I know a guy, said Mater. I just gotta ring up an old friend back when I was an espionage fry. An espionage spy, like in Cars 2, Lightning said, in a surprise. Nope. Like in Vietnam, they called me Solid Mater. Cueing Mater's tail song, the opening card while being, what? Mater Gear Solid. Why do you need that? It was a dark night in a military base, and I was ordered by my colonel to steal some military planes. Well done now. When I made it there was me, Mater narrated. Who are you, said Mater. I'm Liquid Mater, said Mater. I'm Solid Mater, said the other Mater. Well, we must be twins, said Solid Mater. Actually, no, we're clones. We're clones of Big Mater. One of the most world-renowned soldiers of all time, said Liquid Mater. Oh, how come we never seen him, said Solid Mater. I guess I'm too busy living in the big life as a tow truck. Wait a minute, what are you doing here? This is my mission, said Liquid Mater. Growing angry, Liquid Mater pulled out a gun and aimed at Solid Mater, and Solid Mater jumped out of the way just in time. What are you doing? Solid Mater shouted, in which Liquid Mater replied, I can't be letting you steal my thunder, continuing to aim the explosive at his rival clone. Whoa, 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 said Lightning. Who was just listening to Mater's story back at the shelter? It's ridiculous. What are you on about? Said the narrating Mater. You were there too. Back to the military base of Shadow of Mazda Island. Lightning was next to Solid Mater, while Liquid Mater was aiming them with explosives. Lightning screamed and ran, but Solid Mater grabbed onto his toe. Come on, Raidening Mater. Wait, Radiating McQueen, we've got this, said Solid Mater. Solid Mater then swung Radiating McQueen around with his tow truck in circles, then latched some C4 onto him, and launched him into Liquid's Mater. Both survived the explosion, but were extremely damaged, and in Liquid Mater's case, beyond repair. I did it, time to check in with my colonel, said Mater, who got a codec and contracted Colonel Roy Campbell. Colonel, I just killed my clone. Wow, another one of my agents is a clone. I should tell Solid Snake about this, said the Colonel. Meanwhile, back at Radiator Springs, Lightning was skeptical. Mater, there's no way that's true, he said, and before Mater could reply, a helicopter from above him, military cars looking. The name Solid Snake, reporting here to help an old colleague, said the car version of Solid Snake. Kept waiting, huh? Said Snake. Directly onto the cameras was a Super Smash Bros. Splash art thing went over him. Solid Snake drives into the story. Chapter 9, Necromancy. Jesus Christ!
How many chapters are there? I thought there were only 6.
Oh, there's 13.
Oh my god.
Solid Snake then laid out a plan. So guys, we'll allow you to make this work. We're low on explosives, but since we're all cars, we can make one as long as we tear apart just one another, said Snake. Are you saying we murder a car, then use his dead body as a spare part, said Sheriff. I can't allow that to happen in my town, Sheriff warned. A few minutes later, Snake began creating explosives from a dead car parts that Sheriff was oddly missing. Wait, he started creating explosives from a dead car part, and Sheriff was oddly missing. Oh well. Alright, I made a bomb. Someone will need to strap this to themselves and run straight into the enemy lines, killing Carnet, but not themselves. I nominate that guy, Snake said, pointing at Malachevron. Malachevron nodded slowly in agreement. Now, let's begin Phase 1. Snake shouted. Malachevron drove outside of the shelter, bomb strapped to her. As she drove as fast as she could past the Metal Gears, straight into Carnet's nest. But the Carnet expected it, and Malachevron was caught by a trap. Ha! You fell right for my trap, said Carnet. Some repair cars quickly dismantled the bomb and reassembled it into Sheriff. Oh, I'm alive, said Sheriff. How could you? Thank you. Of course, said Carnet. Sheriff Graff then blushed, then got a boner and shoved it in Carnet's truck. Well, that happened fast. Meanwhile, back at the shelter, Snake realized what is going. Oh no, what do we do now, said Snake. I have an idea, said Mater. Mater then nut in Solid Snake's butt, which caused Solid Snakes to nut so hard he launched into Carnet's base, killing Carnet instantly and destroying the cage that trapped Malachevron. Wow, said the Queen. You monsters. You killed me for your own selfish reasons. And now I must kill you, said Sheriff. We started driving to the nuclear control panel. Malachevron jumped in front of him, shouting, "No!" as they collided, exploding in a fiery blaze. Oh my god, they're dead. Carnet, Malachevron, Sheriff, all of them, Lightning shouted, realizing that the damage he helped cause, while everyone else was busy dismantling the nuclear bomb, and Metal Gears were running away as their leader died. He went outside to saw the damage. The Stanley statue was destroyed by some of the Metal Gears. You monster, you blew up. Ah, said Lightning to the half-destroyed Stanley statue. Oh my god, Chapter 10, The Truth About Planes 3. With the nuclear threat destroyed and Radiator Springs orgy was back in swing. And some new guests came along too. Hey, it's me, Dusty from Planes again, said Dusty. And I brought another hot daddy. He introduced him to Skipper. You're one sexy pilf. Oh my god, Penguin, I'd like to, that's, oh my god, said Doc. Where did you guys discover how to car 69? Is there a plane 69 yet? Said Skipper. That gave Dusty an idea. Wait a minute. Skipper's a plane. Yeah. And also a penguin. Oh crap. Alright, never mind, it's plane. Dusty led Skipper into the air where Dusty started flying upside down. Now land on top of me, said Dusty. Skipper landed on them. Now it both flew and they started flying around while 69ing. I'm the first ever plane to 69 while flying, Skipper shouted. Better pull out an umbrella, cause I'm about to expect a nut shower supplied by me! Jesus. No, really, I don't mind some nut in the eye, said Mater. Skipper was right, and nuts started to trail them wherever they flew. Some got in Mater's eye, and some even got into Doc's mouth. Mmm, so hot, said Doc. Skipper realized Doc's hot thirst and disembarked from flying 69 and landed. Hey Doc, want to meet me over at 69? Doc blushed and agreed. The two bent toward vehicle daddies went off to Route 69, but didn't just limit themselves to 69. Skipper did even licked Doc's trunk and gave him some hickeys. It was hot, trust me.
Trust me.
Chapter 11, the funeral. Hey Doc, now that you've tried a plane, you should try a boat, said Lightning. Whoa, a boat, said Mater. To the docks, said Sally as they drove to Radiator Springs, which even exists through Radiator Springs in the desert. Hi, I'm Mr. Boat. This is my big deck, said the boat, gesturing to his deck. No, that's a hot man, said Ramon. So, how does boat 6 work? Asked Fillmore. I must capsize, said Mr. Boat. He gasped in air and flipped over. Now Doc jumped on top of him and started licking the undersides of his boat. Oh my god, this is so hot, said Doc. You have to stop, Mr. Boat is dying. You've been at 69 for way too long, shouted Sally. No, I must do it, said Doc. And Lightning pushed him off. Mr. Boat resurfaced, but he was dead. Doc, you killed Mr. Boat! You monster! Lightning shouted. Would a monster do this? Doc said before driving into the ocean to try to fudge a submarine. We have to stop him from fudging a submarine, said Lightning. Not that kind, Lightning said. Then Doc's body resurfaced. He drowned. Oh no, Doc's dead! Shouted Sally. At least he went down. At least he went out how he wanted to. If I die, I want to die historically having sex with a submarine, said Mater, quoting Doc. Anyway, funeral time. Back in Radiator Springs, Doc was given an ancient Viking funeral and buried at the stake. Everyone saluted. Somehow, because they're cars and they don't have hands, how do they salute? And since the orgy was still going, everybody decided to do 21 shot tributes in December. Hey ho! Chapter 12 Special Christmas.
Oh my god.
After Doc's funeral, everyone realized it's Christmas, and all I want for Christmas is a tongue licking my trunk, said Mater. I can cover that, said Lightning, who opened up Mater's trunk with his tongue and started licking the insides. Guys, look, it's Santa, Sally shouted as they saw Santa cars, who in this universe is a sleigh that talks and poops. Oh, it talks and shiz. So anyone who wants some cummies for Christmas, said Santa. Me, shouted Luigi. Well, good thing you've all been naughty cars, said Santa. Then Santa dominated Luigi. They didn't even drive off. He just slammed into Luigi, flipping over, jumping on top of him. It was magical. Ah! Said Luigi, squealing in pleasure. This made Guido jealous, but luckily another hot daddy came along. Is that a train horn? Said Ramon. Then the car's version of Polar Express pulled up, voiced by Tom Hanks, of course. No, but it's a horny train, shouted the Express. Now who wants to make this Express a sexpress? Me, shouted Guido. The Polar Express rolled off the cliff and Guido jumped on top. Since Guido was on their way, it was way tinier. He jumped on the compartment in excitement, which pleasured the Polar Express and Guido alike. When Guido finally calmed down, he started licking the parts of the train's underside. The Tom Hanks voice of the Express moaned, "Wow, my husband is doing great," said Santa Cars. Wait a minute. You two aren't married, said Lightning, talking about Santa and Polar Express. Shh, don't tell anyone, said the Express. So, Miss Cars is a sham, asked Flo. Wasn't it obvious? Said Santa. Luigi and Guido hopped off of Santa and Polar Express so they could re-express their love. Luido and Luigi Well, Luido. Oh crap! Luigi and Guido decided to reassemble their love too. Then forth combined their love and had an ultimate orgy with the train, sleigh, and car, and a pit car, combining their love into a massive pile. Ah, true love or lust, whatever, said Lightning, admiring the view. Chapter 3: The Return. One day, Lightning McQueen was jacking off with a human with a human hand and realized that his underbelly, really, holy guys, I haven't done an update in this many, that's a lot, years. We must do it for all the fans. An update? To what? Mater asked. Our Radiator Springs orgy, Lightning screamed. That had fans? Mater said, lol, no, but it's still fun, said Lightning. Well, dang, will Dad come? Mater screamed and ate Lightning with Queen out. And they both screamed, ah! I'm not even gonna fix that typo. He spelled both B-T-O-H, but he said, I'm not even gonna fix that typo. Screw you, I'm busy. Then Sally drove off. We're doing this again, she said excitedly. Her car alarm went off, which in the universe means that she's super horny. Get it? Horny? Because the horn is going off and over the car alarm. Everyone else at Radiator Springs heard her car alarm going off, and subsequently their alarms went off. Everyone else was super horny and raced back to Route 69. It brings a tear to my eye, Doc said, watching the youngins race off to Route 69. That's not a tear, that's nuts. Skippering Dusty Airplane 69ing again, said Meter. Oh well, that brings an actual tear to my eye. Still a happy tear though, said Doc. He also raced to Route 69. It was settled. The Radiator Springs orgy shall come again.
Oh my god.
Everyone did the same whole thing where they drove off the cliff and someone else drove on top. It was super hot. Hey Mater, we've never screwed certain vehicles. What if Lightning started? But Mater could see where it is going. Mater went off the phone booth and tried calling someone. 4 hours later, 4 helicopters came in carrying a massive aircraft carrier. Whoa, 2 in 1! Lightning shouted in glee. The helicopter flipped the aircraft over upside down. It was so big that all the residents of Radiator Springs could drive on top of him and arouse him. Then the helicopters landed and joined in on the phone. It was quite beautiful. Really.
Is that the end?
The end.
Oh my god.